Now, B2B marketing, I don't know, how many of you are actually doing B2B marketing? You know that B2B marketing is hard. For some reason, it's just hard because it's very difficult to change people's mind. That's because we are actually trying to change people's mind. Now, there are a lot of angles to look at marketing. The reason why I love marketing, when it comes to marketing, marketing is really something that is really beautiful. It's sometimes a switch of mindset can change a lot of things. When we believe B2B marketing is hard, that's because we are doing it the wrong way. It's definitely different from B2C marketing because B2C marketing is really about impulsive. When I'm interested, I buy and all this kind of stuff. So it's really something that is really fast. But when it comes to B2B, relationship and trust goes a long way. So what are you doing to build yourself as a person to go to is really something that matters. Like Mari is right. It's not hard. We just haven't learned how to do it yet. So I hope today I'm going to share with you what worked for me. But let me share with you what I did, when it comes to B2B marketing. So these are the methods I tried. I bet you tried this as well. So first I tried SEO. When I was running my agency in 2010 to 2020, I must say I spent at least, I think accumulatively, I think about like 10 to 15 US dollars. Sorry, 10 to 15,000 US dollars over these few years. I mean, of course, not continuously, on and off. I hire some consultant to work with me, and I actually hire some coaches to train me to do that myself as well. But I find it very difficult. SEO is not something that I can master. I must give it to you. If you're good at SEO, that's a gift. So please continue doing it. But I tried SEO. It worked to me to a certain extent. But the problem about SEO and even SEM, which is search engine marketing, the problem about SEO and SEM is you're just trying to be the first person that they find when they are looking for someone. But the problem about this is you are still receiving questions like, why are you better than others? Can you go cheaper? The other one is actually offering lower rate. So that's something that really annoys me when it comes to SEO marketing, because a lot of times when we do B2B marketing, especially we do SEO and SEM, we get these people who are just shopping around. And these are the people that are hardest to please. It's really hard to deal with. I'm not saying that they are hard because they want to make our life hard, because they're just shopping and they're trying to make a better choice. They're gatekeepers, understand? These are usually not the decision makers, they're gatekeepers. So gatekeepers really sometimes they don't really have a lot of feeling towards whatever that they are dealing with or whoever that they're dealing with, because they're not spending their money. But we don't get respect from them. That's what I feel. I don't know about you. So I try SEO, I try SEM, I spend money, okay, quite a big sum of that, because at one point I was running my software as a service company. So yeah, I tried SEO, SEM, I tried Facebook ads a lot. I run a lot of Facebook ads. Even during early days of my consulting career, I started consulting, as in like coaching and consulting for Meta ads since 2020. So I started with training and then with an offer level up to coaching and consulting. That's how I started. So at that point of time, during 2020 to 2021, even up to 2023, I was spending on ads. But I gradually evolved into organic right now. Like now at the moment, I don't spend any money on ads, whether on Facebook or Google. And I'm getting good number of leads coming through my door on a daily basis. Like seriously. So basically, Facebook ads is really something that I use a lot. But the problem about Facebook ads is this. Even I myself as a Facebook ads consultant, what I feel is the leads that you get through Facebook ads for your B2B marketing is of lowest quality. I would say 99% of them are crap. Sorry, I don't mean you crap, but they're totally not ready. And especially that is related to your offer. So you see, like for example, at one point, I was actually running ads to drive people to sign up for my lead magnet, and that lead magnet called How to Start Facebook Advertising. I got good signups. I think we had about over 1,000 signups, and those 1,000 over people that I captured during that campaign, I would say almost 100% of them are not useful at all. Why? Because these people, you know what? You will not sign up for this lead magnet. Why? Because you do not need to know why you should start Facebook advertising. Am I right? You're already running ads on Facebook, probably. So the people that sign up for this are those dabblers. You get what I mean? They don't even know what the hell is Facebook advertising. All right? They just like it free. So they're dabblers. Probably don't even have a business. They don't even have anything to advertise for. So they just sign up. So we couldn't convert any one of them. That sucks, to be frank. So Facebook advertising, first, you get really low quality leads. And second, it's really important that you have a very strong lead magnet. So at one point, we did paid lead magnets, which worked actually. Okay. So yeah, so it takes a lot of time to do experiment and all. When it comes to Facebook ads, I launched a lot of lead magnets through Facebook ads. I would say, I think at least 20 of them. I think the success rate is less than 10%. That's all I want to say. It's tough and it's not profitable. That's what I have for you. So when it comes to Facebook ads, even though, as a Meta ads consultant, I don't think it's really the best way to go. And content marketing. Now, how many of you are doing content marketing and you feel really great about the result that you're getting? Over the years, in fact, I started my company as TribeUp as a blog. And that's how I actually got started because I was really passionate about social media marketing back then. And because I had an opportunity to run ads for a company at a very early stage. I mean, back then, Facebook ads was totally rare and it was so powerful. So because of that experience, I started to talk about this. And that's how I actually got into discussions with brands and even communities to give talks about Facebook advertising. That's how I launched my freelance career, which later on became my agency. So content marketing, but the problem about content marketing here is it's very difficult to measure, in my opinion. I'm probably just not good at it. And when it comes to content marketing, I mean, to be frank, hang on. Well, I'm supposed to go into this. Content marketing, okay, first, it's difficult. Second, it's not really something that everybody enjoys. I hope you get what I mean, right? I myself I don't like writing. I don't like writing because, well, probably I'm just not good at it. I don't know. I I I I hate writing. Let's put it this way. So writing on blog, writing on social media, all this actually drained me. At one point, I forced myself to do this. So when it comes to content marketing, it really takes time for you to find the best form of content marketing that you do. Now, if you ask me, content marketing drives my business, but I found my best way to do content marketing, which is talking. It's what I do. That's how I built my YouTube channel. I am totally cool to just show up on camera and talk for an hour. I mean, yeah, that's my talent. For this workshop, it's totally unscripted, and I just completed the deck yesterday. It took me about like less than 5 hours to complete this thing because it's already in my head. I just need to churn it out and I start talking about it. So yeah, but content marketing is really something that you need to explore a lot of different possibilities to find the better one for you. But in my opinion, content marketing is the way to go. Now, when it comes to social media marketing, I don't really think it's really the best way for B2B marketing, but I'm not saying that it's totally useless. Like some of my friends who are getting a lot of results from LinkedIn marketing, and some of us, a few of my friends get pretty decent result when they start posting on Instagram. Like I myself, in fact, I started posting on Instagram. If you do follow my Instagram, I started posting on Instagram about like 2 months ago. Started earlier this year. Yeah, let's put it this way. I think in January, I started posting and creating, like carousel posts on that. And I got leads to be frank, and some of my posts went viral. I wouldn't say viral per se, but Meta, or Instagram started to show my posts to more people who are total strangers. And good number of them started following me. And a portion of them subscribed to my lead magnets here and there. And they just came in. So basically, social media marketing, it's even a harder game to play because there is no so-called, first it's their platform. And secondly is, in my opinion, posting on social media and get crickets, it's really something that I don't feel comfortable about. Let's put it this way. And frankly, for what we do, I don't know about what you do, but as a B2B or pure B2B service provider, like a Meta ads consultant, yeah, it's not easy. Let's put it this way, because you probably will get some feedback after posting, like, I don't know, a lot of posts, then you get some feedback. It's not that straightforward. And that's, in my opinion, probably the worst part of social media marketing is a lot of them are not ranked on search engine. And when it comes to B2B marketing, a lot of these people, they don't go to Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn to look for a service provider. They will go to Google, they'll go to YouTube. That's where they find solutions, especially B2B solutions. So you got to be really, really careful about choosing the platform that you go. Yeah, Mario said you will do cold call as well. I mean, awesome. That's really something that I totally cannot do. That's why I don't list it here. That's the end of my list here because I can't do cold call. I can't do cold emails. For those who can do that, you have my respect all the way. That's totally something that I cannot do. So those are the methods that I tried when it comes to B2B marketing, and I couldn't find a very stable and consistent way to generate leads for my business. Even when we run ads on Google, we can go months without any leads, but we were spending, but we just got no leads. I mean, you can't force these people who click to sign up. So we try to come in and say that it's a landing page problem. Is there anything that we can do to tweak this? There's so much unknown. Let's put it this way. So until in 2019, I signed up to a course. I enrolled, to this guy's course. So this is Seth Godin. He's the guru of modern marketing. If anyone haven't heard of it, please Google. I have been following Seth's blog since 2009, 2008 or 2009. I think it's 2008. And this guy has been blogging daily. I mean, I don't know when he started, but for so many years I've known him. He has one blog post every damn day until this very day. This guy is crazy. This guy is really the role model of persistency and consistency. So I learned a lot from him because let's put it this way. How many of you can do something every day continuously for that long? But that's exactly how he practiced this thing, and whatever he delivered in his program that I enrolled in changed my mind, because he actually gave me this idea of, because to me, here's what we do. When it comes to B2B marketing, most people, back then I was doing like this, when I have job, I just do the job, I do the job, and I forget about marketing. And when I don't have job, I start to look for job. How many of you are like that? So that's feast and famine. That's dangerous. So he told me in the course that, look, marketing is like, you got to eat every day. You got to sleep every day. You brush teeth every day. It's the thing that you do every single day that builds you the future that you want to live in. So what are you doing today about marketing? And it got me thinking, yes, man, how many of us really do marketing every day? How many of us do think about marketing every day? That changed me. It was 2019. And let's put it this way. Whatever I learned from his program, I had a lot of failure. Whatever I'm going to show you tonight, all the steps that I got right, I did not tell you how many steps I got wrong. Let's put it this way. But I'm just going to show you what went well. But let's put it this way. From 2019, I started practicing things, changing things and all that. I only started to see traction in mid-2020. So it took me a year to get something right. Okay? So I'm just going to show you what went right for me. Okay? So just first thing I want to get into you here is, look, according to Seth, which I totally agree, marketing is something that you do on a daily basis that builds you the future that you want to live in. So what do you do today that helps you build the marketing for the future? That's the key question you have to take away tonight. First thing, okay? Marketing is a daily work. Marketing is a routine. Marketing is something that is in your mind. It's something that you do every single day. That's the first thing you want to take away. So he told me that there are 5 levels of service providers. So the first level is called Mechanic Turk. So Mechanic Turk is like Uber drivers, Grab drivers in our world, and anyone who actually can do the job $1 cheaper than anyone else. So you get paid. So if you're in Fiverr, everyone is actually a Mechanic Turk. So you're not better than anyone, because you can't stand out from anyone. So you just anyone. So that's exactly where we were when we run ads on Google, when we run ads on Facebook, when we run ads on when we do SEO, when we get the lead come through. To them, we are Mechanic Turk, right? Because they don't know us and we have no reputation. A lot of us, if we don't do marketing consciously, we have no reputation. No matter how good you are to your client, you're just another person. So unless you have something that you can prove to them, or you can actually start telling them stories, or you create a journey for them to discover you beyond, as somebody beyond Mechanic Turk, you are a Mechanic Turk if they found you on Google. No matter how good you are, who are the clients that you had, whatever things that you list on your website and everything, you are a Mechanic Turk. That's what I mean. I was a Mechanic Turk until 2020, I got something right. And since then, I found my way to become different. So let's go through the whole journey. So Mechanic Turk is anyone who can do the job $1 cheaper than anyone. So that's the key, Mechanic Turk, all right? So the next step, these are 5 levels, right? The next level will be handyman. Handyman will be what? I need a copywriter. Do you know anyone? Oh, you just so happen to be the one that has time to do it. So please do that for me. Or you're probably the only wedding photographer in your town. So you are the handy one. So people don't need to go beyond to other towns to find people. So you become the handy one. So handyman is, well, it's not that easy to gain the positioning, because unless you are it's not easy. Let's put it this way. If you are the only meta ads consultant in that building, then maybe. But how do you make sure that people see you as the only meta ads consultant in that building or in that town, which is quite difficult. So handyman is a position that is quite difficult to come by. So, but handyman is a level up, at least better than mechanical Turk. Now, the next level is called craftsman. Now, craftsman is artists usually, okay? They do things a little better than anyone else, and they can show you that, look, I do this better, but I charge, that's why I charge higher. So craftsman requires you to really polish your craft, which is, I totally agree, and I totally believe that every one of us should actually try to do our best to, to be a handyman. Of course, that's not easy, but at least to be a craftsman. You got to really polish your craft, because you got to be really good at what you do so that you can start telling the story of why people should choose you, right? Later on, I'm going to tell you that the first thing that I got right was really becoming a craftsman, or at least people see me as a craftsman, because I convinced them that I can do this job better than anyone else. So that's not hard to actually become. But really, the next thing is become unique. So it's a sweet spot, to be frank. Becoming unique is you, in a way, create a very different categorization for yourself, right? So it's not easy to figure out, but I would say being unique is probably the fastest way that you can start becoming a respected service provider. So unique means you are the only one in the category that you create, or you are different, or you are just weird. So you got to do different things from your peer to become unique. So this is actually a bit counterintuitive, which is what I did, because I am a person that do not look at my competitors. If you ask me who are my competitors, I would say there is none, because I don't look at them at all, because I do things different from them, which is intentional at the very beginning, but now it become a norm to me. I totally like being unique, or like being weird to a certain extent. So being unique, let me talk more about it as we go along. But the next level here is being remarkable. Now, this is probably Seth Godin's level already, meaning remarkable means anyone who sees this work, they know that it's done by you. Okay? You don't need to tell anyone that when people see that, this must be from that guy. So remarkable is a goal. Okay? We probably would do our best to become remarkable in one thing in our life, hopefully. But that's not something that we should stress ourselves towards, because that's probably a, like Hall of Famer kind of level already. So being remarkable is the highest level. But at least let's try to be unique. So after, like went through the program and all, after really listening to the program multiple times, it's a 3-hour or 4-hour program. And I actually listened to it like at least 4 times throughout the years. And every time I just jump back to a certain part of it to listen to it, and it got me new things. Even I think last year I looked at it again. I learned something new as well. But eventually, after going through the whole program, I decided to become unique. So my strategy was becoming unique as marketing. So I'm going to share with you the 5 things that I did right, okay, that built my position today. And I want you to start thinking about how can you position or put this in your position to start doing something similar to what I did, okay? So becoming unique was my strategy. I'm not saying that you should follow, but in my opinion, after testing, but frankly, I don't want to be a handyman. I don't want to be a mechanic Turk. I want to be better than a craftsman, because I'm actually going, like now, my clients coming from all around the world. I need to be unique, because when I compete at the international level, seriously, when it comes to meta advertising, type meta advertising or Facebook advertising, you probably won't see my channel in the first page, because I cannot fight Ben Heath. I cannot fight those big names out there with millions of followers, right? I'm just 12,000. What the hell am I? But basically, I still have a position. I still get my leads to come through my door, because I found a positioning that was unique to me. So becoming unique as marketing was my strategy. So first thing I did right, I'm not saying that this is the first thing I did, but this is the first thing I did right, was to build a framework. Okay? Now, this is counterintuitive, but let me break this down to you. I decided to break down my work process and build a framework. In fact, 2 weeks ago, I just spoke to a fellow agency friend who's still running an agency. He asked me to help him for this pitch. So the thing that he told me that caught my attention during the phone conversation was, he said, it's okay, Jason, we're not going to tell them all the trade secrets that we have and all this kind of thing on how we program, how we set up the campaign and all. We're just going to tell them after we get the job, and stuff like that. But that's totally not what I did. You know what I did? I broke down my process, okay, in great detail. So this is the first thing I do. This is the second thing I do. This is how we do top of funnel. This is how we do retargeting. This is how we do exclusion, and build a framework. And I list it down and I tell my client or my prospect, even before they engage me. And I give a name to it. So my first thing that I did right was I created this thing because I have this two-step funnel, which I have the top of funnel ads running and the retargeting ads running, and it worked well. And because that is the framework that I actually designed, I wouldn't say I designed it. It's not something great or new anyway. A lot of people are talking about it. But the problem here is nobody was talking about it back then. It's a strategy. So that's the first step that I become different from my fellow advertisers, Meta ads coach or consultants out there. I started to talk about strategy, and that's something new to a lot of people, and it's tough because everybody was talking about what's the best audience targeting technique, what's the best creative. To me, is let's not talk about that. Let's talk about strategy. So that's the first step I did. So when I became weird or unique, I gained a positioning. So when I go to my client or my prospect, when they ask me, what do I expect to learn from you? Because back then I was already on coaching and consulting. And I told them that, look, this is my framework. All right. Top of funnel, we do this, we do exclusion, we do retargeting. And after that, we have an evergreen campaign that constantly flow to bring you new audience and constantly exclude people, constantly retarget it for them. It's an ever-flowing journey that you don't need to do anything about it anymore. That became a story. That became a story that they can carry and go and tell their boss that, look, I think this guy has got something. This guy is totally different, and he doesn't mind telling me how he does that. And let's try him. And that worked for me. So if you are still trying to close your door, don't want to tell your client, I dare you, in your next pitch, tell them how would you do it. Because here's the thing. A lot of us have this in mind. People who engage us would want to learn from us and they want to teach us one day. The answer is no. Until today, my client who hires agency, until today, they are still working with agencies. They will never build an in-house team. You get what I mean? That's really the key that you have to start building in your head right now. It breaks you, seriously, it breaks you. But it's really something that is counterintuitive and it worked. Like Mari just said, I'm showing a strategy that was literally the reason why you had my trust. Exactly, because I tell you how I did things. And that blows, exactly. How many of you are still trying to tell a story to your client and say that I'm better than anyone? You become better immediately when you communicate to your client. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to break it down. So you break down your process, give it a name, and communicate it to a client, because that's the first step to become a specialist. That's the first step to become unique. Because I bet none of your competitors would do that. If you do that, you become unique right away. And you start being seen as a specialist. Maybe not that much because you probably haven't built your other assets yet, but you become somebody that is weird, that is different. That's unique. But here's the thing. What if I'm new? What if I'm new to the field? Like I'm new to the coaching thing, or I'm new to the agency thing. I'm new to the meta advertising thing. How am I supposed to show my process? Find a coach, find a model, work with them. Now, if you are, let's, for the benefit of doubt, if you are in meta advertising, you need that. Let me introduce you to Royce. 2 years ago, 2023, yes, 2 years ago, Royce came to me. He said, Royce is from Philippines, but Royce is in charge of an agency that has close to 200 clients in the United States. And they do only one thing. they do something crazy that called lawn mowers. I don't know, man. Seriously, this doesn't cross my mind in Malaysia. We don't have lawn mowers in our house, but he runs an agency that only help companies that sell lawnmowers, and he has 200 clients. He's probably dominating the scene already. But when he first started, he came to me and said that, look, I have a client who just hired me to help him start an agency, and we are going into an area that I'm not familiar with. Can you help me? So we did to work together. So we worked together. That's how he built an agency. So now, until today, we are still working together for almost 2 years already, until today. So what we do is we meet once a week. He has 200 clients. It's very difficult. So every week we spend an hour going through as many clients as we have, and basically just to try to optimize. But he's happy. The boss is happy. The boss is Eric. So until now, I think they're closing 200 clients this year. 120 was last year, I think. Yeah, last year. So their goal is to hit 200 clients this year. So yeah, that's what they do. So this is Royce. So that's one story. And now another one is Xander. Xander is in Singapore. I think it's in 2024, yes. No, late 2023. He came to me and said, because he went to my program once in 2001, I think, 2021. 2021. So yeah, then he dabbled, he went into another industry, and in 2023, he was actually approached to start an in-house digital marketing team for a new fitness gym franchise in Singapore. So he was like, I know your program, I like your framework and system, but I'm not familiar with how to implement it. Can we work together? So that we did. I think we worked together for like about 3-4 months, I think 3 months. Okay, then after that, he established everything. Then, well, that's good. You know, we part ways. Now he's coming back to me maybe once every 2 months, you know, as and when they need. That's how we work together. But anyway, Xander is still in my list. We are still working together. I mean, we are still friends. He's still opening my emails. But although we are not working together right now, we are still building the relationship. That's the key that I want to tell you. Anyway, so Xander. So just in case you need help, you want somebody to help you build your agency or to work together or to build, especially when it comes to meta ads, well, you can scan this QR code. This is a quick plug over here, just in case you need that. So that's the first thing. Break down your framework, communicate to your client, okay? Because that's the first and fastest way to become a specialist, okay? Get that. Now, second thing, build a list. This is tough because when I first started, I mean, 2020, I haven't started running all my ads to do lead gen and everything yet. So I don't have a list. But when I was in the program, when I was, you know, watching Seth's videos and all that, he said that a list is important. But then again, I start to think about where can I gather these leads? In fact, it's not difficult. Start with your ex-clients, your colleagues, ex-colleagues, ex-unimates if you want. Anybody that you believe, even friends and family, anybody that you believe that whatever that you're going to tell in your emails can benefit them in any way. You get what I mean? So if you have ways to contact with your past clients, just invite them. So here's what I would usually do. Here's what I did back then, okay? First, I sent out an email and say that, hey guys, I'm starting this YouTube channel that I'll be talking about Facebook advertising and digital marketing. And I would like to invite you to join my list where from time to time, I'll be sharing with you Facebook advertising tips and strategies. And I make sure that I won't spam, and you can unsubscribe anytime. That's how I got started. And it worked. You have no idea, because my first few coaching client back then in 2020 actually was through these leads, because they thought that I've stopped doing it. After I sent them a few emails, they picked up and said that, hey, wow, I didn't realize that you're still in this scene. Let's work together. Because I announced that I closed down my agency in 2019. In fact, you know, I've totally closed up in 2020 because I totally don't want to do that anymore. But I didn't inform my client that I started a new journey to become a meta advertising coach. So when I send them these emails and all that, I reconnected with a few of them, and actually a good number of them became clients, but a lot of them stayed until this very day. Okay, so this is how you actually start your list. And when you start your list, right, the next thing you need to do is you educate your list. You got to educate your list. And this is where you start doing your content marketing. So how I did mine is actually very straightforward. Like I say, I found my best way of doing content marketing, which is YouTube, which is video. All right, I like that. So when every time, so my way is very simple. Let's quickly break down to you how I do my YouTube marketing. So first, I go live once a week, which is on Sunday night. So in that live, I answer questions that I receive from my community. Now, at the very start, when I first started, about 190, I think now we are at 194 episode. That means we have been running this for at least 200 weeks now, because some weeks I took off. So 200 weeks earlier, when I first started this weekly live, I had no viewers. In fact, until this very day, every week when I go live, I probably got 2 to 3 viewers. I don't care, because a lot of people just view it afterwards. And to me, I don't care about the people who watch me live, because I was producing content for my YouTube channel. So if you want to see how I create content, please go to my YouTube live on a weekly basis. I basically answer questions, plug an invitation to tell them that, look, if you want to work with me further, scan this QR code to go to the next step. Then, well, I repeat the next question, I flash the code, and that's how after the video is done, I just edit them into short pieces and I throw them as individual videos on my YouTube channel. That's how I created over 1,000 videos in the past 5 years. And that's how I get to meet 500 new viewers every day. And that's how I get at least 1 lead per day. And that's, yeah. And if you look at my videos, they are crappy. They are unedited. They are so raw. And a lot of people just approach me and say that, Jason, you got to do your video different way. Look at these guys doing this video and it's so nice and all that. I don't want to do that. I mean, that's just not me. But who knows? Maybe one day I will do that. But anyway, don't think about content marketing as something that you have to do something so polished, so beautiful and all. It's the content that matters. That's what I say. So when I do content like this, I do email marketing. I send videos to my subscribers at the very beginning. And of course, later part of the time I started to run my lead magnets, run ads and all that, I started to get more and more people. Over the years, I can tell you the number, I have accumulated over, I think, 11,000 subscribers through all the activities, paid in the early days. After that, organic, after now. I would say 60% of them unsub, which is fine. You see, when it comes to email marketing, a lot of people are so afraid of unsubscribe. No, unsubscribes are your best friends. You let them go. No hard feeling, because unsubscribe doesn't mean that they forgot about you, they deny you, or they just, they disagree with you. No, they don't. They just don't need you for now. They're just putting up a statement that it's not for me, but it's not your fault. That's what I want to say. If you try to do email marketing and you are afraid of unsubscribe, I urge you not to, because no, it's not your fault. And a lot of people, when they do email marketing, they always have this fear of pitching. That's also something that I disagree as well. So if you look at my emails, because here's this way, if you are afraid of pitching or if you're afraid of promoting, I hope I can actually switch your mind a little bit over here. Look, think about your prospect as a student. Think about those people that you are talking to as people who has problems and you have a solution. So every time you talk about a problem that they have, you talk about this solution that you have, you are inviting them into your world to solve their problem. Now, every time I send out an email and say that, this is the best way to do audience targeting, this is the video that I talk about it. By the way, if you're not getting good results with Facebook ads, if you need help, scan this code or click this link and let's talk. I don't feel hesitant at all. When I say this, when I write this, I don't feel this feeling at all. I don't feel shame at all. Why? Because I'm not selling. I'm inviting. That's the key about email marketing, okay? And when it comes to social media marketing, whatever they feel comfortable, please go on, continue doing it. Because like I said, remember the first important statement that I made earlier? Marketing is the thing that you do, the work that you do every day that builds the future that you want to live in the future. That's really the key that you have to think about. So it's really a constant grind. So you get tired. Like if you ask me, 5 years of doing YouTube videos, at the very beginning, I do 1 video a day, crazy. Now I do 3 videos a week. Well, to certain people, it's still crazy, but like I say, it doesn't take a lot of effort from me. I probably just spend less than an hour, including the time I go live every week. I'm fine with that. But that's the time that I set aside to do that part of work, because that's my marketing. So that's the key. right? So yeah, do whatever that you're comfortable. Remember, every piece of content is a pitch. So every piece of content, when I say it's a pitch, it's also a reminder to the people that follows you about what you do. You see, here's the thing. Another counterintuitive thing that it's really always in my head that I should stop repeating and repeating, but I was wrong. I need to repeat and repeat because a lot of people probably, some people probably have to listen to my offer 5 times to finally realize they have a problem or to finally understand my offer. I still have people who come to me today. I mean, this guy is in my list. He come to me and say that, Jason, can you help me? Do you help me set up campaign? Because at one point I stopped doing campaign setup, the done for you service. I mean for I think from 2020 to 2021, because I just graduated. I just graduated from my agency life. I just drained doing that because I was, like I didn't like the part of work. That's why I stopped. And I was only doing coaching, training, and stuff like that for I think about 3 years. I actually started taking done for you client in 2023. And to my surprise, because of my positioning, I started to get clients who respect me and all that. I don't have that problem that I had as an agency life anymore. I mean, back then, I need to answer, I need to, I think it's part of also because of my ability to lead the client and really brush up my skill about talking about my craft and everything. I think that totally changed the narrative. Like now, every month I'm open to up to 5 clients that need my help to design their strategy and set up the campaign. And you know what? I mean, I started doing this again in 2023. Until this day, there are still a lot of people who doesn't know about this. So they still come back and say that, Jason, do you tell? Oh, yes, I do. Oh, I thought that you don't do that anymore. I mean, because when I first got to know you in 2021, you don't do that. Yeah, but now I do take a handful of them. So they are so happy that, please come and help me. So when I get these people and say that, oh, please help me set up, they are totally different clients. So you see, another thing that you want to probably bear in mind here is that client can really be educated and they can change. They can be changed, as in like their perspective towards you as an individual, as a service provider, as an agency. Your story over time can change their perspective towards you, and you can actually gain respect because you've been around. Like two months ago, somebody who has been in my list since 2023, I think 2022, 2023. No, the first time she scheduled a call with me and said that, that the first thing, because I know when she subscribed to me. So it's been a few years and a few hundred emails later, she came to me and she said, I've been following a lot of meta ads people. You are the only one who really know your craft. I mean, I don't need to ask the question. It's a silly question to ask. How do you know? I mean, she's in my list. That's exactly how. Now, another thing about email marketing, I seriously want to drain. I mean, sorry about, keep coming back to this topic. A lot of people say that, I mean, the open rate is ridiculous. No, it doesn't matter. You see, the beauty about email marketing is you open email every single damn day. That's the key. As a business owner, that's what we do. We open email every day. Even we don't open that email from Jason Gunn, my name appears in your inbox. That reminds you about me. I mean, I don't do it every day, don't worry. But that's how I remind my audience. Whenever they need me, they just need to come back and search for Jason Gunn. Then they come back and talk to me. That's how I actually got a lot of people, like she's been in my list for 3 years, finally 2 years, finally she became a client, which is called totally normal, which is back to a very earlier question that we talked about, which is how do we get the client who already have an agency or service provider right now? Well, do that. That's how you become unique. That's how you become respected. When they need you, they come to you. That's the work that you do every day. That's marketing that you do, right? And of course, you got to keep promoting, because like I cannot stress this enough. You have no idea. People really need to hear you so many times to really understand what you do and to really realize that you are the solution to their problem. That's the key. That's about education. And this is such a no-brainer. I wasn't doing it, intentionally until 2022, 2023. But in a short span of time, well, I accumulated these 200 over reviews on Fiverr. You have no idea how powerful is this. Hands down, So I don't know how many times people came to me and said that I watched your video because that's my journey, right? I mean, started 2023, I switched over from strategy. I mean, let's tell you a little bit of a my journey over here. In 2020, when I first started my YouTube channel, I was really bouncing, really like hitting hard on the strategy part, which is the two-step funnel. And after doing this for 2 years and started 2023, I think early 2023, I started to switch over to talk about optimization. Now, that's why a lot of you who came to me probably after 2023, you know me as a meta ads optimization strategies. Because that's when I started to talk about the numbers, the metrics, and all that. I wasn't stressing about that back then. But yeah, that's when I started. And every video that I put up about meta ads optimization, I invite people to go to to Fiverr to book a one-on-one audit with me or one-on-one Zoom call with me. So at the very beginning, it was tough because I have no review. People go there and say like, oh, I'm not sure whether this guy is true. Now, after 20 reviews, I don't look back since then, seriously. After 20 reviews, I mean, it's the magic number. It's 20. It's 20. I remember that after 20, I started receiving, messages and say that, I saw your video and come here and I see good reviews. That's why I book a call with you. That's when they happily pay. And of course, over the years, I adjusted the price and all that. Until this very day, it still happened to me. Now, Fiverr, at the moment, Fiverr is where I sell products. Now, in the next meeting or in the next seminar or webinar, I probably will talk about how I rebuild my business model, which at the moment I do not know the name for it yet. I probably will just call it at the moment safely new agency model. Because now I'm still doing agency work like done for you, I've done with you, I have products. So a new agency model that I'm having right now is a model that I have multiple income stream. So Fiverr is one of a sub income stream at the moment. Well, they are getting me about like 10 to 15 leads per month, which technically gives me a few $100s. I mean, that's pretty cool. It's a cushion over there. But these are the people who paid me to see me. That's beautiful. So you can do that. And I want to teach you that. So, pay attention to my emails when I want to do that thing. Now, that's really something that you have to do because this is storytelling. You see, when it comes to storytelling, I don't know, man. Everybody talks about storytelling. Every marketing consultant or marketing coach talks about storytelling. But to me, for the longest time, I was thinking, what the hell am I have to tell? What kind of story that I have to tell? And then after going through Seth's course, he told me that storytelling is not about a story that you tell. The storytelling is about a story that your consumer or your clients tell other people. It's about a story that you create in every single one of them that they will go around and tell other people about you. So while they may not go and recommend clients for you, the testimonials that they left for you is a storytelling. Like I just did that literally. I just brought up Royce and Xander and told their story. Those are stories. They are stories. So you don't go around, keep on thinking about what kind of story am I supposed to come up with right now. No, you don't need to. Your clients' testimonials are your stories. And they are so powerful, you have no idea. So that's where I started building. Now I'm building on my Fiverr. So if you like what I do, I would like to invite you to leave me a review on Fiverr if you don't mind. That will change my day. Thank you so much first. But really, that's storytelling. You really have to look at it. And that's how you become a specialist. Because when there are people telling about your story, people look at you differently. And it's totally a beautiful thing when you're being seen as a specialist. Well, specialist means you specialize in something. You don't tell people, I specialize in this. No, it's about the assets that you build. Content is assets. Your email list is assets. Your testimonial is an asset. Okay, so that's the fourth thing I did, right? But having said that, I want to stress back again. Now, every part of the journey, I probably went through some wrong experiments and all. Like even testimonial, I was doing it on Facebook and it was not really going well. I was doing something on YouTube as well, it was not going well. Testimonial that finally got me traction was Fiverr and now Trustpilot. So all this takes a bit of experiment. And even email marketing, let's put it this way, I hired my buddy, Andrew, to help me craft my email marketing. I learned a lot from him. Let's put it this way, I didn't figure this out myself. First, I have my guru, Seth, guiding me. And every now and then, I get the industrial best to come and help me set up certain things that I do not know about, like email marketing, YouTube. I pay for so many courses. Let's put it this way. I didn't figure out my YouTube channel success, or if you call it a success, which is, well, it drives my business. I probably can safely call it a success, but I did not figure out YouTube myself. I think I bought courses. I didn't hire a coach for that. I bought courses which already taught me a lot of useful things to build my channel. Well, the next step, if I want to take it to the next level, I probably should hire some coaches. But, well, I pay for education for everything that I do. So here's the thing. If you want to go, like strong, we go together. If you want to go alone, then be prepared for all the mistakes that you're going to make. And it's really time wasted, and you don't want that, seriously, because we want to get to where we want. We want to get to the future that we want to live in as soon as we can. So if you need help, shout for help, find the help that you need, and build the future that you want. So yeah. So the fifth thing, it's about feeding your funnel. So when everything is right, marketing is about persistency and consistency. Let's put it this way. Like I say, you don't get this in 3 weeks. You don't get this in 3 months even. Yeah. For my YouTube, I got it. I was really going zero almost, like at the very beginning. I think I started to get leads in 4th or 5th months. Like organic, people start looking at this and start realizing I want to work with this guy, and organic leads started to come in through YouTube. And until the first year, I think after 1 year, only it became a place where it got me really good leads coming in, and it started to drive revenue to my business. It wasn't like that at the very beginning. So that's why it's about a long game. Marketing is a long game. It's all about persistency and consistency. Like I say, you got to know what is the future that you want to live in. And you got to decide what are the work that you want to do to build your future drip by drip, not something that will become an overnight success. Now, let's put it this way. Seth said about it many times, and I totally agree with it. No overnight success, okay, is an overnight success. Yeah. Period. So yes, what are you prepared to do is really the key that define your future, right? Build a marketing timetable. That's the key. Now, like I know how many emails I need to write per week, how many videos I need to create per week, okay? And I think about marketing every single day. Yes, that's what I do. It's the first thing that comes into my mind when I wake up. I wake up, I'll be thinking about what is the marketing task I have before I look at, because all the calls, my scheduled appointments and everything, they are there already. I just need to show up. It's the job. See, there are 2 different things. My calls, auditing campaigns, helping clients optimizing their campaign. These are all my job. This is what I do. This is what I get paid for. It's my job. But my work is to build my business. So put it this way. If you spend a lot of time doing your job and not spending time doing your work that builds your business, you got to really think about how you spend your time, man. So the key question is, my question to you, how much time you're spending to do your work, building your business, building your career, building your future? That's the work that you don't get paid for, but that's the work that you got to do, because otherwise your future will never come. So the work that you do matters. So every morning and when I wake up, the first thing that comes into my mind is my marketing work. So what do I do today? Is it an email day today? Okay. So what will be the next seminar? What will be the next webinar that I want to do? What is the next direction? What is, how would I want to reposition the channel right now? Is there anything that I can try? I think about all this every single day for at least half an hour. So that's what you should start thinking about, like, your work. Okay. And yeah, double down on what's working. Like at one point, like even let me tell you this, when I was talking about the strategy, let me tell you this, the first version didn't work that well. I actually went through a lot of reiteration. And the benefit of my YouTube channel is I get to practice a lot of times. And that's really how you practice. Like even for now, as I'm building this Marketing with Jason channel, I have to tell you that I'm still getting familiarized with all this way I talk about marketing. Though I've been doing marketing for the longest time, ever since my career started, but to talk about marketing, I'm definitely not as good or as well-versed as how I talk about meta advertising. For those who have worked with me about meta advertising, you know that everything is actually at the back of my head. I have everything there because that's what I do every single day. That's what I've been talking about for the past 5 years, over 1,000 videos on my YouTube channel. I've been talking a lot about it. But when it comes to business marketing, I'm still practicing. That's why I'm still trying to plug things here and there, but I know I will get better at it. It's okay that I stumble and it's okay that I did not do well in this webinar. It's okay that I actually like NG a lot when I was trying to record a video that I read about this book and all, which is fine. But you gotta practice. So when you find something that is working, when you finally dial into the offer, because another thing that one day I would talk about, which is creating offers, that's the hardest part. Let's put it this way. So when everything it's right, double down. Like at one point, like my channel was driven very strongly by Facebook ads for Shopee, because at that point of time, a lot of people was going Shopee. For those who are not familiar, Shopee is like Amazon. It's an e-commerce marketplace in Southeast Asia. It was booming in 2020 to 2022, 2023. I was riding the wave because I had a course, and that course was the only one in the market that talks about Facebook ads for Shopee. So I made a lot of money out of it. I love it because whenever you type Facebook ads for Shopee, I become the first 5 in the search engine because Facebook shows the 3 videos. I'm in 3, and then if you go to YouTube, I'm the first 5 results. That's where I get all the traffic. Yeah. So you got to keep trying. You wouldn't know what works. So when it's working, double down. So double down when it's working and always reinventing. That's the key. Whatever work, let's put it this way. I know I always have this insecurity in me. Whatever worked now may not work tomorrow. So my question to you is, what are you doing that prepares you for the time where this thing stops working? That's why now Meta Ads is working so well for me. It's my career. It's my business that I've built, and I'm pretty comfortable working less than, I don't know, I worked about, 2 hours per day, 2 to 3 hours per day. And I'm really comfortable making, pretty decent money with so much time for myself to think about my work, to read and all this kind of thing. But I'm worried. What if this thing stops working? That's why I started building the B2B marketing, because I want to build my next plan. But that's me. I always have this insecurity, but I want you to think about it. What are you doing to prepare when things stops working? And advertise only what's working. You see, advertise only what's working. You see, do not advertise when you do not know it's working. So if you're launching any webinars or any lead magnets and all that, launch it to your existing members or bounce it to someone that you trust or your mentor. Get it validated first before you start advertising, because I've spent so much money on things that do not work and it sucks. It's a bad feeling when you burn all the money and you know that it's not getting back, and it's bad. Do not advertise what's not working. Only advertise what's working. So that's really the key I want you to take away with. So now, how do we start building your marketing? Let me give you some framework that you can actually go through. You can start thinking about the steps that you can take. So building a marketing has got a few things for you to look into. I'm sorry, I overrun, so bear with me. I will wrap this pretty soon. So first, when you're building a marketing, think about this. You're marketing for one person. Do not try to appear to the mass market. So when you're building a marketing like now, have this person in mind and start with your core offer. Your core offer can be a service. It can be a coaching program. It could be a done for you, done with you. It could be a course. Build it for one single person. Like this video, this training, okay, I built it for myself in 2020. This program, I built it for myself in 2020 because now I'm looking back to connect the dots, and that's the guy that I want to help and say that these are the things that work. I spend so much time in doing the wrong things, but this is what I want to build for. But yeah, build this for one person and start with a core offer. And if you want, content marketing is the key. So you got to pick your content marketing and you got to start picking a channel and build your assets. Now, put it this way. Why I would say YouTube marketing is really the key if you're running B2B business, because that's the easiest way. Because writing blog, I'm not saying it's bad. Like John Loomer is doing so well doing his blog, which I can't. He's insane. But even that, he started doing video. Now, in my opinion, video is faster. Video is easier. And because video shows you either meet people who like you or don't, but you only get to talk to people who actually feel that I like this guy, I want to talk to this guy. That's how things work. It eliminates a lot of crazy hurdles and all that, and it helps you rank high fast on Google and YouTube. And those are the search engine that B2B businesses will go for. So if you ask me, best channel, Google. I would definitely not go to Facebook, Instagram. I mean, Instagram maybe, but no, well, it may not be that fast and all, but well, if you want, it's up to you. But then again, YouTube is the place. And like I said, YouTube, you don't do it just by posting videos. Like I said, I hired a coach. Or no, I actually went through YouTube programs. So if you want to do YouTube right, do not just post videos because it may hurt your channel, frankly. You want to post videos that connects with the search intent, which is the key. If you need help, reach out to me. I do help people on YouTube marketing. So anyway, so that's constantly polish your narrative. Excuse me. Do not worry about anything that is not perfect. You just need to, like perfecting the thing. You just need to keep, like polishing whatever you say, especially the narrative. Like now, I'm telling you, as I'm building marketing with Jason, this channel and this portion of new business that I'm in right now, I'm perfecting my narrative, which is okay. Your audience would love to join the journey to grow with you. Like you guys are in the journey to grow with me in this channel. And yeah, people like this do things like this. Polish your narrative constantly and double down, reinvent, and constantly expand your offers. So offer is another big topic, but what I want you to have in mind here is that you do not need to have just one offer. You can have multiple offers. Multiple offers as in like you would actually segmentize your audience into different layers. Those are the people who are ready to go for client, to become a client. Those are the people who wants to become a customer. So there can be a lot of elements in the business. It's good because you would have multiple sources of income, which, well, anyway, one day we'll talk about it. But I want you to start thinking about the possibilities about what you do. How can you create multiple offers for different segments of audiences who are at the different layer of readiness to work with you? Right? Think about that. So basically, marketing is a journey. It's a long journey that will probably never end because as long as you're in the business, you need to continue doing your marketing. But you may not need to run this journey entirely on your own. Like I said just now, whenever I need help, I get some help to get from point A to point B. Whenever I don't understand certain thing, if I want to make sure that I figure out things fast, I get somebody who have done it before to work with me. So if you are facing any marketing problem right now, okay, you are totally all right. You're not incompetent. You just need a navigator. So when I say a navigator, you probably just need someone to come in and fix one thing with you. Then after that, everything's fine. Just like Jonathan. Jonathan came to me for Facebook advertising. He actually runs an e-commerce store in Australia. So when he came to me last year, he was, he was not doing well with Facebook ads. So we came in, we thought that we had an ad problem. Then we realized it's actually the packaging, the offer problem. So what we did was we redesigned the packaging, as in like not the packaging of the product, but the bundle. We designed a bundle and we designed the pricing strategy, which is part of marketing. So after that, we got good results. So that's Jonathan. So you can read about this. I was supposed to highlight certain things, but yeah, Jonathan, we worked together for like 3 months. Okay. After that, he got everything fixed and he went he went to continue with his journey and we are now still in touch because he's still in my list. So that's one of the example. Now, Olivia from Philippines, I think last year she was trying to launch a group coaching program. So he came to me, at first he came to me, signed up to my Fiverr offer or the product because she wanted to review her campaign and all that. But after that, we realized it's actually not the ad problem. The ad was doing fine to get people through. But then again, we realized it's actually the offer problem because a lot of people signed up, a lot of people went through, but very, very, very low conversion rate. So then we realized it's really not the time yet to go for group coaching because she doesn't have the assets that I mentioned, like the videos, the testimonials and all that. So I help her to redesign the offer to go for one-on-one first. Now, here's the thing. I was like Olivia, that I thought that group is better when I can spend lesser time to do. But frankly, it's actually the most ineffective way, the least effective way to make sure that somebody gets the benefit, the most benefit. And when they don't enjoy, they don't get the benefit, they don't become better, you will not feel good about it. So before you can actually have the confidence and control, you know that I will be able to do this in a group, do one-on-one first. So we redesigned the whole business model, the offer entirely, and we started offering one-to-one, and we got good closure. And in fact, it's more lucrative to do one-to-one because you can charge higher. Yes, you require more time, but if you weigh out, it's actually a lot more lucrative to do one-to-one. So that's what happened to Olivia. We worked briefly together for about 2 months. I think one or 2 months. Okay. Once we fix this, we part ways. We remain friends. And whenever she needs me again, she probably will reach out to me. But that's how it works, right? You just need somebody to help you fix certain things from time to time. Now, this is really an existing client. They are a, coaching business. They're in coaching business. Basically, what happened was, they were getting a lot of leads, but they're not getting the trust. So I told them that, look, let's build assets that really builds up your so-called the credibility as soon as we can. So we work on a YouTube channel. Immediately, we make YouTube channel a part of the marketing mix. So whenever a person sign up for the lead, we send them to the YouTube channel. But before that, we ramp up the YouTube channel. So I worked with them because they're already my client on the Meta Ads coaching on a weekly basis right now. So yeah, we spent a little bit more time. We went on to fix the YouTube channel. I offer them advice and all that. So now you see they are saying that the YouTube is actually helping, doing very well in terms of getting people to feel that, they are trustworthy. So this is really a case where, we use YouTube to amplify or to, really make sure that you are being respected and yeah, to make you seen as a trusted party. So yeah, that's another one. Jason from Thailand. So Jason was launching a software as a service company in 2024. So we worked together for a 1 month. In that 1 month, we changed the business model. So Jason was still doing the thing that he believes that, you just need to go through that people to sign up. Yet again, I believe the whole thing should go through a one-on-one. So we redesigned the whole funnel to get people to talk to us. And instead of asking people to join or sign up for the software, we offer that as a service per se, as in we try to go for the problem first before we talk about the software. So in a way, we redesign the narrative, probably the sales pitch, if you want to say it, that changed everything. Immediately we started to see clients coming through the doors. We start to see signups and all that, and it happens for them. Otherwise, he was stuck for a month or so because he launched that with his money. He was kind of panicked. He thought that software as a service is going to work, launch is going to work. No, it did not work. So you just need you just need an extra eye to look at the whole offer to probably point you to some potential direction. And that may be really something that is so valuable that will change your course. Seriously, you have no idea. Okay, then next one, we have Ian from England, which is now he's actually running an agency in US. So when he came to me, he was totally new. Now he's getting better right now. We're working on case basis right now. He's still with me. But when he first started, he was so nervous running his agency. He was so nervous answering questions about the client. So I even helped him build, in a way, the framework on how he should manage his client. This guy was doing everything for the client just because he wanted to please the client. So we redesigned the whole thing. And at one point, I even offered to build personal brand, which I offered advice on YouTube marketing, which in a way, I don't know, he dabbled. He probably hasn't really gone into that. But then again, yeah, a coach or a mentor can change a lot of things. So those are the examples. I do not know what are the problems or challenges that you're facing right now, but really, I'm here to help. So if you need help, whether it's building an offer, building a YouTube channel, anything, if you need help looking into your marketing problem, let's work together for as short or as long as we can and build your marketing together.